Welcome to the YouTube channel, Contact Center Knowledge Hub, your one-stop solution for expert guidance, best practices, and actionable knowledge in the world of contact centers. Explore, learn, and enhance contact center skills. Welcome to this session on attrition in call centers. Attrition is influenced by a complex mix of factors, and understanding them is the first step toward reducing turnover and improving workforce stability. We'll break these factors into three main groups for clarity. Agent-driven factors like job satisfaction, career growth, and workload stress. Organization-driven factors such as leadership style, workplace culture, and operational processes. External factors including competitive job markets, economic conditions, and commute challenges. By examining each group, we'll uncover the key drivers of attrition and learn how organizations can create a more stable, motivated, and engaged workforce. Let's begin by looking at agent-driven factors, which are directly linked to the employee experience and career expectations. The first is job dissatisfaction. When employees feel undervalued due to a lack of recognition, repetitive or monotonous tasks, or an unhealthy work-life balance, their motivation and engagement levels drop significantly. Over time, this disengagement pushes them to look for opportunities where their efforts are acknowledged and their work feels more meaningful. The second factor is career growth opportunities. When employees see limited paths for promotion or professional development, they start feeling stuck in their current roles. Without learning opportunities, skill-building programs, or clear career progression, even the most committed employees begin exploring better roles elsewhere, often with competitors who offer growth-oriented environments. These agent-driven factors highlight the importance of employee recognition, meaningful work, and career development programs in retaining talent and reducing attrition. Now let's explore three more agent-driven factors that play a major role in employee attrition. The first is compensation and benefits. When employees feel their pay, incentives, or benefits are below market standards, they naturally start exploring better-paying opportunities elsewhere. Competitive compensation isn't just about money, it's about making employees feel valued for their work and contribution. Next is work stress and burnout. In many call centers, high occupancy levels, often exceeding 90%, combined with long queue times and demanding key performance indicators, or KPIs, create a high-pressure environment. Over time, this constant stress leads to disengagement, exhaustion, and eventually, exits. Finally, there's the training and onboarding quality factor. When new hires receive insufficient or poorly structured training, they lack the confidence and skills to perform effectively. This leads to low productivity, frustration, and early attrition, often within the first 3 to 6 months of employment. Together, these factors highlight the need for competitive pay structures, balanced workloads, and robust training programs to reduce turnover and build a motivated workforce. Next, let's look at the organization-driven factors, the elements directly influenced by leadership, operational setups, and company policies. The first factor is leadership and management style. When employees experience micromanagement, a lack of coaching, or weak supervisory support, it creates a work environment where stress levels rise, job satisfaction falls, and turnover risk increases significantly. Strong leaders, on the other hand, empower employees, provide mentorship, and create a culture of trust, reducing attrition over time. The second factor is scheduling flexibility. In many call centers, rigid shifts and poorly planned schedules often lead to dissatisfaction, especially when they fail to accommodate employees' personal needs or work-life balance. Over time, this lack of flexibility fuels frustration and encourages employees to seek opportunities with better work-life integration. Together, Leadership style and scheduling practices shape the employee experience, influencing not just retention, but also productivity and morale. Continuing with organization-driven factors, let's talk about three key elements that directly influence employee satisfaction and retention. The first is performance pressure and KPIs. When employees face aggressive targets for metrics like average handle time, service level, or sales, without proper training or support, it often leads to stress, demotivation, and eventually, higher attrition. Employees need achievable goals and the right tools to meet them effectively. Next is organizational culture. A workplace lacking employee engagement initiatives or plagued by a toxic environment sees declining morale over time. When employees don't feel valued or connected to the organization, their sense of belonging weakens, increasing turnover risk. Finally, we have technology and tools. Outdated systems, slow CRMs, or frequent IT downtimes frustrate employees and make their jobs harder than they need to be. Modern, efficient technology isn't just a productivity booster, it's also a retention driver, as it reduces friction and empowers employees to perform at their best. Together, these factors underline the need for realistic goals, a positive culture, and modern tools to build a motivated and stable workforce. Finally, let's look at the external market factors, influences that organizations often have limited control over but must still consider when managing attrition. The first is the competitive job market. When employees see better salaries, richer benefits, or remote work opportunities elsewhere, voluntary exits increase as people seek roles that better meet their personal and financial needs. Next, we have economic conditions. Interestingly, recessions tend to reduce voluntary attrition as job security becomes a priority. On the other hand, during economic booms, when jobs are plentiful, attrition typically rises as employees have more options to choose from. Finally, there's the location and commute factor. In urban centers, long or expensive commutes can quickly become a burden. When companies fail to offer remote or hybrid work options, employees may seek roles that provide greater convenience and work-life balance. These external forces remind us that while we can't control the market, we can adapt our retention strategies to stay competitive and meet evolving employee expectations. Now let's talk about operational and process factors, the behind-the-scenes elements that often shape day-to-day employee experiences in a call center. The first factor is high call volumes. Sudden demand spikes, especially during seasonal peaks or unexpected surges, can overwhelm staff if staffing levels are unscaled appropriately. This leads to workload stress, longer wait times for customers, and higher agent burnout rates. The second factor is unrealistic SLAs or KPIs. When organizations set aggressive targets for service levels or first call resolution without providing the right tools, processes, or staffing, employees often feel pressured and demotivated. This imbalance between expectations and resources becomes a major driver of job dissatisfaction. Finally, lack of cross-skilling plays a big role. When employees are limited to repetitive tasks with no opportunities for skill growth or role variety, they eventually become disengaged and start looking for more fulfilling opportunities elsewhere. Together, these factors show why organizations must balance workload, expectations, and employee development to create a healthier and more sustainable work environment. Let's wrap up the factors affecting attrition by looking at employee engagement and recognition, two areas that often determine how valued employees feel within the organization. The first factor is the lack of rewards programs. When high performers consistently go unrecognized, their motivation to stay decreases. Recognition doesn't always have to be financial. Simple, timely appreciation for great work can build loyalty and boost morale. The second factor is a weak feedback culture. When employees feel they have no voice in policy changes or process improvements, it leads to disengagement and frustration. People want to know that their opinions matter and that leadership is listening. By fostering regular recognition programs and creating an environment where feedback flows both ways, organizations can build trust, engagement, and long-term commitment, reducing attrition significantly. Thanks for watching my YouTube channel, Contact Center Knowledge Hub. If you found this helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more insights. See you in the next video.